They're going to remake the classic 1954 Them. And God, I'm really excited. Welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. It was kind of the golden age of cinema when you actually bought a ticket for a movie, you didn't just get one film. Oh no, you regularly got two. There would be the main theatrical release, the big movie of the week, and then there would be the B movie. Now you got to remember, this was back in a time when MGM and the other studios were making a film a week. This was your main form of entertainment. This is what you did on a Friday night. It was not sitting in front of the boob tube watching whatever crap was on that week or your soap operas. It was going to the cinema. And Them was just one of those movies that really kicked off a whole genre. We're still making monster movies today that are based on the formula of this 1954 classic directed by Gordon Douglas. A couple of reasons why I love this movie. Before I talk about the remake that's planned and who's going to be doing it, I just want to just share this little story with you. Whenever I hear a car drive past that's got an alternator belt problem, it makes that lovely screeching noise.
I think you guys can hear that. Is that loud enough?
And I will regularly go, oh, big ants. And nobody ever gets me. Nobody, never. Nobody ever once has gone, oh, them. Not ever. It's just not happened. And it's tickled me for years. I, as a kid, watched these films, and I genuinely also believe that films like Them, films like It with the giant spider, that freaked me out. That might have caused my arachnophobia. And films like The Day the Earth Stood Still are some of the greatest cinema ever made because they were properly original. You know, we complain today about, oh, why can't Hollywood do anything original? Why can't they make something that's not been done before? Why is it always got to be a remake, a reboot over there? This was when they were really pioneering cinema. This is when they were genuinely doing something original. When the movie Them came out in 1954 with the giant animatronic ants eating people,
where human courage challenges the brute force, the slashing jaws, the poison fangs that guard the subterranean nest where the beast spawns its terrible progeny.
The noise, the soundtrack, everything else. Nobody had ever seen anything quite like it.
Tell you, gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man, as the dominant species of life on Earth, will be extinct within a year.
Now, that is going to be a major problem for the reboot and the remake, because this film was genuinely iconic. It's genuinely original. How do you do something new based on something that was just so classic? Well, the director that's being given that monumentally epic task is Michael Giacchino. Now, this is a name you might not know that well, but it is definitely a name you have seen on the big screen many times. He is mostly known for his composition work. He's a composer. He has actually won the Academy Award for the music he composed for the movie Up. He's done lots of other projects. He's won BAFTAs, Golden Globes, so on and so on. But also recently, he directed Werewolf by Night for Marvel Studios. Now, for me, that was one of the most interesting things Marvel did all of last year. It was a very interesting, I would actually argue, very classical B movie. The whole style of the movie, the acting, the cinematography, everything was done very much in the B movie styling. It was done very much on purpose, and it was done very, very well. The story was fascinating, obviously based on the original Marvel comic with a modern twist. So, could he do the same for Them that he did with Werewolf by Night? Well, now, he has already been talking about this project, and he's been saying that this is a movie that he comes back to over and over again in his thoughts. He has broken the movie down into its summer parts. He's talked about how maybe it was about immigration back in the day, that it was about them being the unknown, the other.
We may be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true, and there shall be destruction and darkness come up in creation, and the beast shall reign over the earth.
And he then said, though, the two words that put a little bit of fear in my heart: fresh take. So he wants to do a fresh take on the original monster movie. So what the bloody hell that means, we can only be fearful. But let's be honest, this is a film that is, God, 70 years old nearly. Why not give it a try? And it's something I'd love to see with modern special effects, etc. From a pragmatic point of view, though, giant ants, if we get past the whole biology exoskeleton, they can't actually survive past a certain size issue. Maybe I'm looking into it a bit too much there. But they would be, if they were scaled up, really, really fast, really, really strong, and they would multiply like freaking crazy. So in the advert for the original 1954 movie, they talked about how this was the end of civilization. It really, really would be. In the advert, they talk about how mankind will be gone within 12 months. I think that might be ambitious. I think we might have less. So let's all hope we don't get eaten by giant ants anytime soon. But next time a car does drive past you with a faulty alternator belt and makes that glorious noise, I suggest you just look over your shoulder, look round the corner, ask the person nearest to you, have you seen any ants? Just in case they are about to attack. Please, guys, get in the comments. Tell me what you think about this news that they're going to be remaking this classic 1954 horror movie. I'd love to know, guys, if you ever actually watched the original. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you really want to support the channel, consider hitting that join button. As always, please stay safe. I'll see you next time.